At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
At Contemporary Family Dentistry, our core values are the heart of our Big Little practice since 2008. Our friendly and professional staff are here to ensure your experience at the dentist is a positive one. Does going to the dentist cause you anxiety? No worries. We offer IV sedation for all procedures and your comfort. We are open Monday through Friday at our Newcastle location and now also in Blanchard.
At Ortho Central, our goal is simple: to make your life, whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after your grandkids, or simply enjoying a day without pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and now Newcastle, Ortho Central's team of surgeons, physicians, physical therapists, and athletic trainers are committed to helping you live your best life. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home. Whether you need a tune-up or a whole new unit, call Koch's Mechanical. Don't pay big company prices. Call Koch's Mechanical.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
Navigating through Medicare.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. Our family-friendly barbecue joint is more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community, and our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch, Tuttle, and Rush Springs. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
All right, folks, welcome to Tiger TV. We are here at Noble Stadium in Ardmore, Oklahoma tonight. Tigers on the road again after a bye week and coming down to Ardmore to open district play. 3-0 on the season, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Trying to go 1-0 in district tonight and get things started off on the right foot down here. It's Tigers on Tigers tonight, Ardmore versus Tuttle, and it should be another good one. Beautiful weather tonight for some football. I'm here with Breck Draper, Kevin Rogers on the broadcast as well.
Yeah, beautiful weather tonight here in southern Oklahoma. A little bit of a wind out of the north. It'll probably die down as the game goes on, but a couple of really successful programs kind of squaring off here tonight. A lot of history between two programs. Talk a little bit about, I talked to Eli about it in the truck on the way down. These programs are very similar in numbers. Ardmore has an 80-year history of football. Tuttle a 79-year history. Both teams have been to the playoffs about the same. Ardmore's been 52 years to the playoffs. Tuttle 48. Both with 3 state championships. Both with a lot of guys playing at the next level. Interesting fact, both head coaches are the 17th head coaches in program history. Coach Josh Newby in his 10th year at Ardmore, a total record of 63-36. I apologize, 65-37 now. And then Brad Ballard in his 11th year at Tuttle, 103-23, his current record. So he's currently had a great stint here. And Ardmore comes into this thing 2-1. Won against Altus in a nail biter for week 0. Week 1, they had a big win over Ada, and I think a lot of people, that kind of shocked a lot of people. Ada, a team that I think is going to have a good year, and Ardmore did a really good job controlling the ball and then put up some numbers, 42 of them against Ada. They won 42-18 in that matchup. And then, they had to travel to my alma mater, and Shawnee Wolves put on them last week. Good win by Coach Jason Madonna and his crew over in Shawnee. The Wolves beat Ardmore 34-13 last week in week 2, or 2 weeks ago. And then this last week, both teams were off. And so both teams coming into this thing with a bye.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams coming in with a bye, and sometimes that helps you. A lot of times, early in the year, hopefully you don't have a lot of players to get healthy. Nobody's really banged up yet, but you got 2 weeks to prepare for an opponent, which always adds a little bit to the game. You can be a little more prepared for what they're bringing, but also on the flip side, that gives you 2 weeks to throw in some new wrinkles that maybe that team's not prepared for, or some stuff that you're going to use later in the season. So expect both teams to come out with maybe some new looks tonight, some new wrinkles on things they've done in the preseason. This is also opening district play, and so this is where it really starts setting up for the playoffs and home field advantage and all of those kind of things. And so I would expect both teams to come out with a little bit of an expanded playbook, maybe some new looks on defense, and with an extra week to work on things, a couple new wrinkles to roll out tonight.
Yeah, and I think you probably like the extra week to prepare, because Ardmore comes into this ballgame. They'll run a flexbone, old school style offense with a little bit of new school thrown in there. But you'll see a lot of option. You'll see a lot of a fullback run, something that's not really prevalent a whole lot in today's high school game. But Ardmore has reverted back to that style of offense, and I think it's one of those games. If you don't play assignment football on defense, they can gash you for a big gain at a time, and they've got a big back. Number 6 there, Kylan Haskins. I mean, he is a tank back there at the fullback spot, and broke off some really long runs against Shawnee. So it is nice to have that extra week of preparation, get the feet underneath you like you mentioned, and then you're coming in and you're not playing, and it's not 105 degrees out there kind of 1 week later in the year as well. So excited for this matchup. We want to talk a little bit, Eli, about our last game against Noble and kind of some of those numbers.
Yeah, Tigers got out to a fast start against Noble 2 weeks ago. Cruz Campbell was 9 for 10, 264 yards, 4 touchdowns. Brady McAdoo had 2 receptions for 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. C.J. Simon had 3 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Zarian Kendall had 2 receptions for 66 yards. So you can see right there, you've got 3 receivers averaging north of almost 30 yards a catch.
Yep.
So you know you're having a good night when 3 receivers averaging about 30 yards a catch or over. Your quarterback's a 90% completion rate. So very efficient night for the Tigers. Got it done on the ground, too. Roundsville had 9 carries for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. Major Vandenberg got in there as well, 8 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Leading rusher.
Absolutely. So that's always a good sign for your team when you've got all sorts of names on the stat list. Parker Madison had a good night, 2 for 420 yards and a touchdown. Donnie Schluter had a touchdown reception. Cam McDoulet had a good night, 3 tackles for loss and 2 sacks. Kind of flipped last week where we're calling the name of those defensive linemen quite a bit more than the linebackers. The linemen really weren't letting them get to that second level, and so those linemen had a good night. Tyrese Gonzalez, 2 sacks in there, coming from that spur bandit position. Jaden Taylor got in there and got an interception, and Wyatt Probst had a fumble recovery as well. So a very stat-filled, efficient night for the Tigers against Noble.
Yeah, I think our man Jalen Lane, I think he's got 2 catches on the year for both touchdowns, so was able to get in the end zone. So fun week of football 2 weeks ago against the Bears, and you're trying to go forget about that one, move on to this one, because like you mentioned, this is playoff football in the regular season. You need to win these games to set yourself up with the best scenario possible in that playoff round, first round of that playoff round. So these all matter. They're a big deal. And I guess we can look at some team stat comparison here. And we can kind of compare, see total yards there. Tuttle, 1,075, opponents 784. Passing yards, 747 for Tuttle compared to 352 for opponents. So almost doubling up the opponents through the air. Passing yards per game, almost 250, 249. Opponents just throwing it 117 yards a game through the air against the Tigers. Cruz Campbell and Parker Madison have combined for 69% completion percentage. We're throwing 10 touchdowns, giving up 2. Rushing the football, we're a little outgained, and those numbers are a little bit skewed because Guthrie really ran it for a lot of yards against us, and Newcastle had a lot of yards but no points. But you'll take those wins over the stats any day of the week. Tuttle is averaging over 100 yards a game at 109. 5 rush touchdowns to 2 for the opponents. Third down percentage, 41 for the Tigers. Opponents are just at 28%. And then turnovers, that's been the big deal. And the Tigers in the very plus column of that with only 2 turnovers, turning their opponents over 5 times on the year. So that's the stat rundown. And I think those numbers got a chance I think the offense has got a chance to put up some big numbers tonight again.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing that you'll see, I think, tonight, and we'll talk about it more as we get into it. But you'll see, I think, the Tiger offense has a chance to score quick, and that defense has the chance to spend a lot of time on the field with the way Ardmore runs their offense and the way they run it on the ground, keep that clock rolling. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays on the defense. If they get a little bit tired, their stamina and conditioning has been great all year, but it'll be tested tonight against this Ardmore kind of ground and pound offense.
Yeah, and you're anxious to see kind of how that front line holds up for those guys that do go in both ways. On both sides of the ball. So that's really where that game gets physical, right up front in the flex bone style offense. And the good news is Falwell and Avalar are 2 leading guys tackling the ball carrier. Those guys don't play a whole lot of offense. So excited to see those guys kind of run free and hopefully get some tackles tonight, tackles for loss as they're accustomed to. But we're going to take a quick 3-minute commercial break, and we'll be right back on the Williams Foods pregame show here on Tiger TV.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stresses you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602. Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. With a kids menu and outdoor patio, we have something for all ages. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
Stay ahead of the curve and keep your small engines running right this off-season. At Simmer Sales and Service, we have you covered. Bring your equipment over for a full winter tune-up or repair. Our full-service shop is ready for you just 2 miles east of Tuttle. We're locally and family-owned. You'll leave saying, Simmer, good people.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Williams Foods, more than a grocery store. At Williams Foods, we pride ourselves on our meat, and we have the best, the freshest, the most tender meat money can buy. There is no better meat in the world. Williams Foods cuts it fresh every day, just the way you like it. Don't be fooled by big box stores that don't cut their meat on site. We do meat right and better than anyone. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it. Williams Foods, your fresh meat, fresh produce, and much more store since 1971.
All right, folks, welcome back to beautiful Ardmore, Oklahoma, here at Noble Stadium. The Tuttle Tigers headed down to Ardmore to take on the Ardmore Tigers. Beautiful weather tonight, light breeze out of the north. Should be a good one tonight here in Ardmore. And tonight, your Tiger TV, Tiger to watch. And that's going to be Cam McDoulet. We talked about him earlier, had a good game against Noble, and hoping for more of the same from him tonight against Ardmore.
Yeah, Cam had a big night last week, was our Smoking Joe's defensive player of the game. He had 3 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. On the season, 17 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. And Cam is a long line of good athletes to come through Tuttle. I think his brother Noah is going to maybe be in town tomorrow night as the Fort Hays State Tigers take on the UCO Broncos over at Wantland. I say Wantland Stadium. I can't.
Yeah, the old school.
It's
school.
Richardson, Chad Richardson Field Stadium, and those guys coming into town to play the Broncos. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, go see those guys. But on Tiger TV, Tiger to watch. Cam McDoulet, he ought to have a big night. Making some stops at the line is what I hope.
If him and his compadres down on the line have a good night tonight, then the Tigers are going to be very successful.
Absolutely.
So looking for him to have a good night. And then our keys to the game tonight, keys to victory, get them to 3rd and long, play assignment defense, and keep the O flowing.
Yeah, and I think the 3rd and long deal, if we get them to have to throw the football, they might get themselves in a little bit of trouble in the air, and especially with the pressure that the Tigers can put on the quarterback. And then playing assignment defense, that's just one of those deals. It gets the option. You got to have everybody on task, and if those guys stay on task, I think you like your chances if you're the Tigers.
Yeah, the only reason it's called the option offense is because confusion didn't sound as good.
Exactly.
But it is intended to confuse the defense, get them out of alignment, get them chasing the wrong guy. So you'll see lots of misdirection, lots of guys going different directions in that offense, and that's where you just got to play your assignment on defense. You can't get caught chasing somebody across the formation or guessing at who has the ball. Play your assignment. If the play comes to you, make a play, and that's how you have success against an offense like that, especially when you don't see it week in and week out.
Yeah, it's just a unique offense. You may see it once, possibly twice a year, usually never more than that. And then keeping the O flowing. I think last week was a good start to that. They got the offense rolling, and we didn't have the hiccups like we had in previous first part of the game drives where we get a good game, we get a penalty, we have another penalty, it sets us back, and then you're fighting against the chains to try to move the football. And last week was a good start. I think Tigers hopefully finding their way to keep that thing flowing as the game gets rolling here.
Yeah, and you'll have to find a new way to keep it flowing because you may come out and this Tiger offense can strike fast. You might have a 2-3 play touchdown drive, and then you might sit over there on the sideline for an 8, 10, 12 play Ardmore offensive drive. Hopefully the defense doesn't give up any points, but you still may have a long drive, and then you've got to come back out after sitting over there for a while, find that flow again, and get back out there. So it'll be a little bit different rhythm, I think, tonight than we've seen in some of these first games.
Well, and I think Ardmore's going to try to hold the football. They do not want to hand they do not want to give the ball to Cruz Campbell in this offense. They know the dangers that they possess, and if you hold the football and then you get a 3 and out and then you keep the ball, I mean, you may go a whole quarter and the Tigers may have one offensive possession just because they're not going to incomplete a pass. And if they get 3 yards of carry, well, there's a first down for you. So that's going to be their goal, is to try to drain this thing out.
And that's going to be part of Ardmore's defensive strategy as well, is to keep their offense on the field and keep the Tuttle offense off the field. And so that's going to be a definite strategy, and we'll see how it plays out tonight. The one way to foil that is to have your defense score some points.
Yeah, try to get some takeaways, knock the ball loose. These guys that carry it and the pitches that go on with an option offense, having guys in those lanes, they're susceptible to having some of those turnovers. Maybe not the traditional interceptions that you may see more often than not in high school, but I look for the Tigers to try to create something, some strips and recoveries, maybe pick one up, run it in. That's my challenge for those guys tonight. I'm sure Coach Lemming will be fired up for that. So
Right. A little strip six or a pick six or catch the old pitch six, something like that. That'd be fun to watch tonight. I think the defense will have a good night, though, but that offense should light the scoreboard up pretty quickly tonight.
I think so, too. Speaking of that, some season numbers for the Tigers. Cruz Campbell, 43 of 61 on the year, completing 70% of his passes, 727 yards in those 3 games, 9 touchdowns, just 1 interception, and it was really a weird interception. It wasn't like it was a bad ball. It was an unfortunate tip off of a hand, and that's how it happened. He's only been sacked twice, has thrown for just around 242 yards a game. McAdoo has found the end zone 7 total times, 5 through the air, 2 on the ground. 227 yards receiving on 12 catches. C.J. Simon, the leading target man, 19 grabs for 287 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging just 5 yards shy of 100 yards a game at 95 yards a game. Roundsville's been the primary and basically the only ball carrier for the Tigers. 55 carries, 251 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions, and 25 yards through the air. On the defensive side of the ball, Avalar, 33 tackles, 4 for loss, 3 sacks. Luke Falwell, 31 tackles, 1 for loss, and an interception last game against against Newcastle on week 1. We mentioned our Tiger to watch earlier, Cam McDoulet, 17 tackles, 4 for loss, 3 sacks. And then Tyrese Gonzalez, 14 tackles and 2 sacks. Garrett Ogg, 11 of 12 on extra points on the year and has nailed his only field goal from 39 yards. He scored 14 points.
Absolutely. We'll take a little break here to listen to our national anthem by the Pride of Ardmore Marching Band.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly there at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stones was mine. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets were the bombs blasting, yeah, through the night that fled my still. Oh, sad does that star-spangled banner o'er the land.
All right, welcome back to Tiger TV. That checks one more box before kickoff. The anthem, and I was wrong. It was not the Pride of Ardmore Marching Band.
Surprise! Aretha Franklin in the house. That was good.
Right.
That was
pretty good little anthem rendition right there.
It's one of the better high school saying anthems I've heard, and she did a great job singing it.
Yep. Kudos to whoever Ardmore got to sing the anthem tonight. Did a good job. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come and a good night tonight.
Yeah, the celebrity's in town. Here she is. Good job. So, Pride of Ardmore on the field, and about 6 minutes or so on the clock here in pregame as our captains start heading out this way. Again, a nice night, a little bit of a north wind, not chilly at all. I would guess it's probably 84 or 5 degrees still right now. Feels great up here. We're at the top of the stadium, just below the press box, sitting around the 35-yard line. And week 1 of district play. And like you mentioned earlier, just everybody's 0-0, and this is what matters.
Yeah, absolutely. You're getting into the meat of your season right here. Tigers on the road tonight, and Ardmore come back home next week for homecoming there in Tuttle. So that's always one of those interesting deals where make sure you're not looking ahead. Ardmore's good enough that you can't overlook them, and so you got to make sure that you follow your assignments, do what you're supposed to do, take care of business tonight. You always love to come on the road and get a victory. There's nothing better than going into somebody else's stadium and just putting a whooping on them.
Yeah, last time I was here, playing for the old Shawnee Wolves, we snuck out of here with a big district win, and it was an electric atmosphere. I'm sure we'll have a good crowd here tonight, and some travelers down from Tuttle, and I'm sure it might have a few viewers tonight online, as I know some people have been checking in with us. I know Miss Kendra Pagel. I told her I'd give her a shout out tonight. She's at home enjoying it from the big screen in the house, and along with my wife, Mrs. Straper. So shout out to those two for sure, because we don't want to be in trouble when we get back home.
Right, exactly. Put the little kids to bed, and they'll watch the game. And
That's right.
Hang out with us, as we call it down here in Ardmore.
Well, we got the captains. It looks like they're out there. It looks like Ty Hudson, Wyatt Probst, I think that's Morales.
Taylor,
Braden Taylor.
Braden Taylor. And I believe is that
my
Baker?
binoculars. Yeah, it looks like Braden Baker. I'm sorry. Is that
Easton Elliott.
Easton Elliott.
Number 85.
Not 89.
Correct.
5 can look like a 9 from
It does. We're a ways
We need
away.
some binoculars.
Number 7 is Ty Hudson, 18 Wyatt Probst, 51 is Braden Taylor, and 85 is Easton Elliott. Number 6 for Ardmore, we mentioned earlier, that's Kylan Haskins. Number 65 is not on the roster.
Gavin Lewis is what I just heard over the loudspeaker. These are unofficial rosters for the Ardmore Tigers. I had to pull them offline.
63, Adrian White. Number 8, Javen Singleton.
Looks like the superintendent out there for Ardmore out to flip the coin. And a big crowd on the field to welcome the Ardmore Tigers. There's a home crowd. Looks like the mom's probably down there. Got the rally towels out. This place is a nice complex. Like I said, I played here about 21 years ago, and this was pretty much brand new at the time. And we thought we were walking into Taj Mahal, and it's really aged well. They've kept it in really good shape. I know they've hosted some state track meets down here. Beautiful facility, good internet service for us to have, and push out this to you guys. Quick thank to our sponsors, all the things that they do for us, and we'll roll their ads as the game goes. But
yeah, absolutely. Ardmore won the toss, elected to defer, so the Tigers will get the ball first.
I think that's what they wanted as well. I think that's what they were going to try to do if they won the toss. They were going to try to take the ball first this game, so it worked out for them.
Yep, our Cornerstone Insurance starting lineup, the offensive starters tonight. Up there front, those big boys, left tackle Tandon White, left guard number 60, that's Clark. The center there, Morales, right guard number 56, Mikey Turner, and number 57, Hines in there, Garrett, I believe.
Gavin Hines,
yep. Excuse me. The wide receiver, CJ Simon wearing number 5, and Brady McAdoo wearing number 11. Zarian Kendall, number 2. Will Garrett in there at the fullback. Sean Rounsaville and Cruz Campbell at the quarterback position for the Tigers in the starting lineups tonight.
So we're getting ready. We got about just under 2 minutes here on the clock, and our Tigers will receive the kickoff to start this game. And like I mentioned, I think that was kind of the strategy. They didn't want to, not that you don't have confidence in the defense, but you kind of want to go get some numbers on the board first before your defense gets out there. And hopefully that's what the Tigers go execute tonight for us.
Yeah, absolutely. If Ardmore's going to try and keep the ball from you, go ahead and take it early, get some points on the board, stretch that lead, let the defense work. But it should be a good one tonight. A little district matchup, Ardmore versus Tuttle. You talked about the similarities between the programs. You even got similarities in colors and mascots.
Yeah, a lot like it.
The similarities run deep between these two storied programs here in central Oklahoma. Should be a good contest tonight. Got about a minute and 10 seconds left before kickoff. We appreciate you joining us on the Williams Foods pregame show. We'll have our Smokin' Joe's players of the game towards the end of the game. You never know who will pop up and have a big night.
You never know.
On a night like tonight. We've had the defensive linemen. We've had wide receivers, running backs. You never know who's going to have it. Special teams could be a returner, could be the kicker.
I think special teams has got a chance to do something tonight. I think that the Tigers can have some success in the return game, and I think they might have some opportunities to get several returns. You wonder if Ardmore kicks it to 5 or 11 back there. I wouldn't if I was them, because both of those cats could go from where they're at to the other painted end zone in a hurry. CJ Simon and Brady McAdoo, two of the most electric players in Class 4A, standing back there and almost daring them, saying, "Hey, kick it to one of us," because I think they got a chance to make a play tonight.
Right. We're either going to make you kick it short, give us good field position, or kick it to one of those guys and maybe take it to the house.
Well, and you got the Lane brother.
Going to break loose. He's got one man to beat. Going to break loose. He's got one man to beat. Tripped up by the kicker as he crosses the 50-yard line. And there's a flag on the play down about the 38-yard line. We'll see what the infraction is here.
Usually the block in the back on those deals.
It's usually on the return team.
Looks like it is.
That is what it will be. So it'll be a block in the back. That'll bring it back from that side of the 50 to this side. Tigers will have the ball moving right to left on your screen, and they will start now on the 28-yard line.
Yeah, so that long run erased, and maybe part of the long run was because of the penalty. So here we go on offense. Still 2-by-2 set to get us going.
Campbell and Roundsville in the backfield. Simon in motion, going to swing it out. He'll get around the corner and have some room. Good blocking out in front. He's going to spin, stay on his feet, get across the 50-yard line. Great blocking out in front of him there by Brady McAdoo.
Yeah.
Jordan Lane.
If you keep your eyes on 11, I know CJ is fun to watch, but look at McAdoo gets attached to that guy and finishes it with a pancake.
Tigers going quick. Nobody covering. Jalen Lane out there on the sideline. He's going to get a first down and then some. Down the sideline, being chased. He's going to be yanked out of bounds. High around the shoulders. Tigers hurrying up, going quick. They saw something there, kind of caught the Ardmore Tigers out of alignment. Nobody out there to cover Jalen Lane.
Yeah, wide open, kind of uncovered, and forgot about him.
Chain Gang having a hard time getting set in time. They're going to go back to it. This time with Jalen. He's going to cut it up there. Got room to run. He's going to be a 5. Down inside, there's going to be a flag coming. As McAdoo and Ardmore defender get tangled up.
Yeah, I don't know if they got McAdoo maybe for a hold there. Or maybe they got, it shouldn't be a legal man downfield. That ball was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, that was the call. It was holding.
They're going to call McAdoo for holding. And typically, McAdoo had his hands in a good position. So that penalty puts the Tigers back behind the chains. 1st and 10 still. So instead of 1st and goal, it's now, 1st and 13.
Reverse.
A little reverse action there. McAdoo's going to cut it up. He'll pick up 8 on the play.
Yeah, a little trickery there from that little misdirection for the Tigers.
Tigers can still get a first down inside the 5-yard line, so not a lot of pressure here on second and 5.
Heavy set here.
They'll give it to Roundsville over the left side. He sticks his nose in there, gets down to the 5-yard line. He'll be right at the line to gain. We'll see where they mark this. It'll either be 3rd and really, really short or 1st and goal.
He's just going to be a hair short.
It's going to be 3rd and about 6 inches.
You know that we're fine.
Give us
with
the measurement. We'll take it.
On the road. We're in the right spot here.
They'll give it to Roundsville again. He's hitting the backfield, breaks a tackle, gets across the 5-yard line. They will mark him down just inside the 4, or just outside the 4-yard line. So he'll have enough for the first down. 1st and goal, Tigers. I should say 1st and goal, Tuttle. Roundsville again over the left side, patiently winding his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sean Roundsville. After a very solid offensive drive from the Tigers, you can just see him following the lead of those blockers in front of him. Kind of bouncing his way into the end zone. That's exactly what you want from your opening drive if you're the Tigers.
Yeah, 5 plays, 6 if you include the penalty, but 5-play drive, covered 3/4 of the field, basically 28-yard lines where they started, and they ended up in the end zone.
And Garrett Ogg in for the Kochs Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Kochs Mechanical point after.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters.
All right, welcome back to Tiger TV. 9 minutes, 51 seconds left in the first quarter. The Tigers wanted the ball first, and that's why we're going to take a look at that Sean Roundsville touchdown run. Our Hot Works Mustang hot plays of the game.
Little counter over the left side, it looks like, and The guy doesn't fall backwards many times. Sean Roundsville, his third touchdown of the year. Garrett Ogg set to boot it the other way.
And
Some
that
big
offensive,
plays, yeah.
big plays in that offensive drive. We talked about it pregame. A couple new wrinkles there. Some little bubble screens, outside action for those wide receivers, and you can tell they did some work blocking down the field as McAdoo. I don't know if they give stats to wide receivers for pancake blocks, but he's got one on the year.
Yeah, we'll take it. Good kick.
Yep, Ogg boots it high and deep over to the 10-yard line. Tigers now in coverage. He's trying to make his way across there, but he's going to be bottled up as the ball fell loose.
17.5-yard line there, but really good job by the Tigers. You see him kind of fanning that ball carrier. Nobody ran past him. Everybody broke down, and there's really nowhere to go. He made a couple moves, but he really didn't get any yards off of it, and they'll start inside their own 20 at the 17-yard line.
Good coverage there. Our Cornerstone Insurance starting lineup for the defense. Down there on the line, you got Cam McDoulet, Nick Wright, Garrett Rogers, Jordan Lane, Jalen Lane at cornerbacks, Wyatt Probst, Luke Falwell, Adrian Avalar, Brady McAdoo there at the linebacker spots. McCoy and Kendall in the back of that defense. And there you see Ardmore. They're just going to ground and pound tonight.
Yeah, there's 3 yards right there for number 6. Their main ball carrier, I would say, Kylan Haskins, the big man in the middle there.
And you see for the Tigers, number 58 and 66 getting up off the bottom of the pile, and that's going to be a theme tonight for them as they're going to try and plug that up, and hopefully they're rolling off the bottom of the pile without very many yards between them and the ball.
Looks like Wright jumped off there.
So we'll be offsides on the Tigers. Ardmore coming up with the hard count there and able to draw them offsides. Now 2nd and 2 for Ardmore. So Tuttle scores in under 3 minutes. And now we'll see how long Ardmore can keep this drive going. So they're going to hand it to their big fullback.
Haskins again there. Looks like he's still short. Didn't really get a gain there. So it'll be 3rd and 1 or 2.
3rd and yard. Good stand there by the Tigers. And again, that line is so important for not giving up ground early. Like a quarterback sneak.
Looks like Sean Roundsville getting some run on defense again. Took a couple weeks off from the linebacker spot, but with flex bone offense, you got to kind of beef up a little bit, not looking to cover so many receivers here.
Yeah, a little bit more of a linebacker build in there against this Ardmore running game. You don't really need the kind of nickel package 5 defensive backs, so down to a 3-3, almost a 5-3 as compact as Ardmore is with your Spur and Bandit playing tight. They've only got one receiver, and he's only about 8 yards from the formation. Motion coming here up, then they're just going to hand it up the middle.
Haskins, the ball carrier.
Yeah, it's just a big pile every
It is.
single
You
time.
got Garrett Rogers and Adrian Avalar, kind of the two guys closest to the action. But there's about 4 or 5 Ardmore linemen and 3 or 4 Tuttle players in that.
Yeah, and
just
that's a lot of their
massive
offense.
humanity.
A lot of their offense happens between the guards and that big center in the middle. That's a false start, look like.
Yeah, a good little flip there. Flag on the play as well. Tigers defend that well.
Look like a loss of 4. I'm wondering if we're going to have holding on them and have a choice here to put them at 3rd down and 10.
Yep, they're going to take them on back. So we'll be holding on the Tigers. Holding on Ardmore. It's going to be tough tonight. Tigers everywhere tonight. They've got their mascot down here roaming the sidelines, and I'm like, hey, cool, the mascot's here tonight.
Yeah, which one?
That's theirs.
Cheers getting ready for state, so they're not here tonight. Palm is.
Man in motion, going to drop back and put it in the air, and just off the hands of his receiver. Roundsville and McCoy in coverage.
Yeah, good little throw right over some traffic and hit number 22 off the fingertips there. And
yeah, and that's that other wingback kind of snuck him across the formation, tried to dump it over the head of the linebackers, just couldn't quite connect. He had a little bit of room if he could have caught it. I think McCoy would have closed quick and shut that down, but it would have been positive yards. So now third and long for Ardmore. Man in motion. They're going to try and put it up in there. Quarterback gets grabbed immediately. I think that was Cam McDougal or Rogers in there.
The Tiger to watch and Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. 4th down and a long ways to go here for Ardmore as the big sack by the Tigers. And a big spot right there. You hope you get a return here. A lot of space in front of C.J. Simon and Brady McAdoo. They kick it to him.
They will.
Good
Simon
punt.
will be driven back, but he'll have time to field it. And he'll go ahead and scoop it up. Have a chance at a return. Avalar with a good block to spring him. He's still running. He'll get across the 45-yard line. Nice punt there from Ardmore.
About a 15-yard return there for CJ. Great punt. He sailed it over everybody's head. Had a little bit of wind at his back, so. Nice job.
Looked like CJ was going to camp out under that and have a chance at a really nice return, but had to field it off the ground like a shortstop and then take off with it. Tiger offense back on the field with 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. They've got a 7-0 lead, trying to extend it. Cruz Campbell with Sean Roundsville behind him. They'll fake to Roundsville, going to try and hit him deep. McAdoo's going to go up and get it. Oh, and he drops it, not able to bring it in.
They're going to call it a catch and a fumble as McAdoo came down and made a football move, it looked like, and they're going to say he caught it and then let go of it. Officials spotting it right now.
Officials are talking about it. They're going to consider it. So the ruling currently is a catch and a fumble. And they will overturn that. Interestingly enough, the had already moved. So this will be fun to reset.
Yeah, the ball was at the 46-yard line, I believe. My spotter, Mr. Ian Bagel, tonight. Quarterback, a 7th grade quarterback. Helping us out because we're old and we need the help. Kevin can't see that far either.
So incomplete on the first play. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Tigers.
Almost a highlight reel catch there. I thought he made a little bit of a move with the football before he dropped it, but either way, full house in the backfield as Will Garrett in there.
Getting it out quick this time to Simon. He'll shake off one defender and then be thrown out of bounds, and really close to getting a late flag there for Ardmore.
Gain of about 7 yards there for C.J. Simon from Cruz Campbell.
Tigers march into Ardmore territory.
McAdoo got some one-on-one down here.
They're going to get it out quick to Kendall. And not able to bring it in. It'll bring up 4th down for the Tigers.
Looks like the Tigers going to boot this one away as punt team heading on the field. Tigers were going pretty fast there. McAdoo wasn't quite all the way set before that snap.
He was
really
still
didn't know
looking at the official.
Yeah. A little up-tempo pace here for the Tigers.
You can definitely see that's a strategy tonight, working on going quick. They caught the Ardmore defense on that first drive out of alignment. McAdoo will boom it deep. It'll be down the right sideline. C.J. Simon just about catches it like a pass, but he'll let it bounce down inside the 10-yard line to the 6.
Yeah.
And Ardmore will be pinned deep, and that Tiger defense will come back out and try and stop them again.
Punt from McAdoo there, pinning him inside the 10, almost inside the 5 there, and knocked it down like a chip shot. C.J. Simon, like you mentioned, almost caught that thing in the air.
I thought he was going to run under it there for a second, fielded himself. I don't know if that's kick-catch interference or not.
So Ardmore's first drive was 8 plays and ended with a punt. Penalty helped him out a little bit, but Tigers came up big on third down with a big sack from Cam McDoulet and Mr. Rogers on the, I think it was a dual. I think he'll give them both half a sack.
Half a sack there. I think if that defensive line can continue to have that type of penetration, and there's Roundsville stopping him, meeting him in the backfield, maybe loss of one on that play.
Number 2 caught the option pitch out there, and Roundsville, really good job on the pursuit and then the breakdown, not letting him get past and wrapping him up for a loss of 1 there.
And that's exactly what this sort of wing option offense is supposed to be. You've got an option of a fullback up the middle, a quarterback and a running back option out there, and the Tigers do a good job. You got one man covering the quarterback, another guy's responsibility is a running back, and that's that assignment football we talked about in our keys to the game is if you got a guy that doesn't cover the quarterback who's supposed to, or the running back, then that plays a big one. But the Tigers do what they're supposed to. Now they're going to little wheel route out to the fullback, but overthrown.
Getting these guys in those long distance downs is not where they want to be. They don't like to throw it as much. And I think it's a luxury to have, Jalen and Jordan out there on the corners that can really play man-to-man and stay hooked up, because you're going to get some shots thrown at you, and you might get a chance at a turnover if you're hooked up.
Yeah, absolutely. And quarterback that doesn't like to throw it, if you can add pressure to that, it just gets even worse for Ardmore. Tigers doing a good job so far, and they'll drop back again. He's going to throw it, complete it this time. Roundsville and Lane on the tackle, but it'll be enough for the first down.
A good shot right there on the little hitch route, just past the sticks. He hits number 15 for Ardmore. That's Jaden's right. Gain of about 11 there for Ardmore.
I think you'll start seeing the Tigers clamp that pressure up a little bit on third down if Ardmore's going to try and throw the ball.
I don't think they're going to have success throwing it downfield. That's probably the extent of their aerial attack.
Avalar steps up there. Big fullback stays on his feet, and you can see
taking some shots.
Why they like to hand it there. He was trying to keep running, but as you said, kind of Tiger after Tiger launching an assault on him as he's in there trying to fight for yards.
Falwell got him some, and Jet McCoy as well. Meanwhile, everybody else had a hold of his legs on top of the pile. So he's a tough one to bring down, and has showed it on tape all year.
4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Tuttle Tigers up 7-0. Ardmore trying to march it down the field for their first points of the game. They've spent most of the night on their side of the field on offense. This Tuttle defense trying to keep them there. Options met the backfield after he gets the pitch. That'd be a big loss on second down. About 8-yard loss.
Looked to me like it was Luke Falwell getting the big tackle for loss. Number 14, Mason Cobb, the ball carrier, not the linebacker at USC from Oklahoma State. The one from Ardmore High. Loss of about 7 on the play. Big tackle for loss by Luke Falwell there.
Yep, good assignment defense by the Tigers. Quarterback felt like he didn't have an option to keep it, and so he pitches it.
Tyrese was right there doing his job too, and that's part of it.
Yeah, Tyrese doesn't get the stat for the tackle, but I mean his assignment defense leads to the loss for Ardmore, and it looks like Ardmore's going to take a timeout. We'll step away on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite. Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
Welcome back to Tiger TV as the sun sets in Ardmore, Oklahoma tonight. Beautiful night for football, light breeze, moderate temperatures.
And another 3rd and long. Key to the game.
Key to the game, 3rd and long for the Ardmore offense. This is not where they're most comfortable. Third and 14 is not ideal. 3rd and 4 or less is where they want to be.
Take a look at the right tackle, 74. I mean, he's going to be the biggest player we faced all year, and he does a good job.
We are outsized on the line, but doesn't matter as we wrap the quarterback up and they blow it dead.
Just like that's Avalar with a bear hug in the backfield, and second sack of the evening for the Tigers as Adrian Avalar gets in the backfield. You see there on the replay, the Hot Works Mustang replay. We appreciate Hot Works being our sponsor here tonight. One of many.
Ardmore punting from their end zone. This one's not quite as good a punt as
look at him fighting over
McAdoo will come get it. Take it up the middle. He's got some room. Makes a man miss. Still running. And he makes another man miss. He's going to go to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. We talked about it. The return game might have some success as McAdoo fields the bouncing.
I mean, he went up 20 feet in the air to catch it, hit the ground, and exploded out of there straight up field, made a couple guys miss, and then just turned on the jets to the end zone, and nobody catching that kid. Exciting play there on special teams, and talking about a quick play, get your defense right back out there.
Right, 0-play offensive touchdown drive as special teams takes care of scoring the points. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left. Garrett Hogg in for the extra point. And that's another Coke's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Coke's Mechanical point after.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Don't pay big company prices. Call Coke's Mechanical.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. The Tuttle Tigers take a 14-0 lead over the Ardmore Tigers on the Brady McAdoo punt return touchdown, and we'll watch it on our Hot Works Mustang plays of the game. You can see him make a couple guys miss there, almost gets tripped up, but stays on his feet, and then gets a good block.
CJ fighting around him and up and underneath him to try to help his buddy out into the end zone, and that's what you love to see. I mean, I said they were kind of fighting over it when it was kicked. They were probably both calling for it, but Brady McAdoo being the shortstop, you got priority, right? And
that's right. Called him off.
McAdoo calls him off, and but you love to see the other guy beating him downfield and getting the angle, and he really ducked up under Brady right there to get the last block to help us out.
And just shows you the speed of those two guys. Yeah. Brady McAdoo is not a slow human.
No.
And not a lot of guys are going to be running out in front of him. And C.J. Simon gets there in front of him, lead blocking, as Garrett Hogg's going to kick it off for the Tigers. This one's high, short end over end. It's going to bounce. Got a chance at it, Tigers. And it bounces out of bounds before Jordan Lane can get there. But
hey, they got him in the spin cycle right there.
Absolutely.
Ardmore looking in the air, wondering
where'd it
that
go?
Blooper out in short right field that nobody knows who's going to catch it.
Right. Turns the wrong way and can't quite get his bearings. If that bounces straight up, Jordan Lane, he can't advance it. If he catches it, he can't run it, but he could have caught it clean and would have had a chance to take it to the house if he could have.
And I'm not sure if you can advance that one, right? Can you advance?
You cannot.
Okay.
No, once you catch it, it would have been dead. But yeah. I don't know that anybody would have stopped him. Yeah. He might have just run for posterity's sake. McAdoo, Wright, and Goodwin there on the defensive line for the Tigers now. Tyrese Gonzalez. Brownsville gets blocked this time.
Jet McCoy there on the tackle, gain of 9.
Tackle was made by number 21.
Ardmore adding a little wrinkle there and able to get hands on the linebacker. Ardmore going to try and go quick, pick up the first down. Get a little bit of a push there, and they'll get across for the first down.
Gain of about 2 there is looks like Mr. Wright on the tackle there.
Ardmore back at the line trying to go quick, and you can see their level of comfort in those short yardage situations much higher than those third and longs. Quarterback spins out, hands it off, a little gasher there for 7 yards.
Jackson Felder on the run down. Another gain of about 8 yards there for Ardmore.
Minute 46 left here in the first quarter.
That's going to be false
Should be a false start.
Sorry. They're going to get us
They're
for
going to
it, but the running back stopped his motion to try to jolt it. And I think that's what the guy over here visiting with the white hat's saying.
Officials going to gather up and talk to this. Ardmore appears to have a lot of little flinchy movement to me as you're watching sort of the group. You've got the man in motion, but it appears there's lots of bodies sort of wiggling around, if you will, which is somewhat tough for a defense if you're sort of watching the ball past people. You see that movement out of your eye, and you think it's time to go because there's a guy in motion. So if anybody else moves, you're thinking, hey, it's go time.
Yeah, I think that's what the other referee was talking about. He thought the running back tried to kind of force that because that's about when they snap the ball every time.
Pass complete again.
That one good for about a gain of 14 there.
Ardmore back at the ball, going quick. This time Tigers do a good job stopping it. That was Nick Wright in there, kind of diving through. Rogers and Baker in for Goodwin and Wright.
That's where you have to have that first down stop of no gain, 1 yard. Make it 2nd and 10.
And you can see how it slows Ardmore down.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been going quick, and now they take their time to get a play call in. They're going to keep it. Falwell gets blocked a little bit. Ardmore will pick up a first down, and that's, it wasn't much. Falwell was near the right position, just
got pushed upfield. Just pushed upfield right underneath the ball, the pitch man there, and unable to stay outside to help his buddies out.
28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ardmore trying to shake free. They'll get down inside the 5-yard line there over the left tackle.
Another big gain there. That's 15 yards in the last 2 plays for the Tigers inside the 5 here. Tuttle got to buckle down here close to the goal line.
12 seconds left. He's bottled up. Tuttle will get the stop. Make 2nd down, 4 seconds. That should be the last play of the first quarter. Ardmore's going to take it to the other end of the field. The Tuttle Tigers will take a 14-0 lead. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment for the second quarter.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. We got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock for the second quarter. Ardmore's got it 2nd and goal on about the 3-yard line.
They've been on about a 63-yard drive here and eating up some clock to kill the first quarter.
And that's something we talked about. This Tiger defense has been on the field the majority of the first quarter. The Tigers spent 3 minutes on their first offensive drive and then about 45 seconds on their second offensive drive. And the defense has been out there the rest of the time.
Yeah, the special team scored in about 10 seconds on the McAdoo punt return. So
I think Brady's going to be offended that you said he has a 10-second, 45-yard dash.
he had to move around a little bit.
Okay. And Ardmore gets it in for a touchdown over the right side.
It's Tyson Laster on the touchdown for the home team Tigers. Little overload to the right side there. And I'm telling you, 74, and I don't have his exact name on our roster, but I think he's 6'6", 365, 370, and he moves pretty well.
Kick is up. Extra point is good. So Ardmore closes the gap. It's 14-7 with 11 minutes, 56 seconds left here in the second quarter. Tuttle Tigers will get the ball back, and they've had quite a bit of success on offense tonight.
Yeah, and you had the 3-and-out earlier on the second drive. McAdoo makes up for it with the punt return, but look to get some rhythm here again. Keep that thing flowing like we talked about in the pregame. But I will say, Ian, doing some investigative research, he sees number 74's mom's shirt down in the stands. It's got Jefferson on the back. I find it looks like 74 for the right tackle for Ardmore is Jacoby Jefferson, and I would imagine he will play football at the next level. I'm just not sure where.
Right.
He is a absolutely massive human being who is moving some people around. So
yeah, and Ardmore's got the size on the offensive line for sure. And I think it was a sister or a cousin that sang the anthem as well.
Okay, gotcha.
As I think it was a Jefferson shirt walking down with the anthem singer.
For 88, set to kick off, Christopher Tellez for the Ardmore Tigers.
McAdoo and Simon back deep. The Lane brothers, Jordan and Jalen, just in front of them, about 10 yards.
Somebody turn the wind off. It's completely dead now.
Jordan will catch it. CJ gets out front blocking, turns it upfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Just across the 30-yard line, so the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from there.
About 14 yards there on the return for Jordan Lane. See if this Tiger offense keeps it up tempo as they did on their first drive and trying to go pretty fast here.
Yeah, I think you'll see the Tigers, too, come out and try and get those talented wide receivers out on the edge of this Ardmore defense again as well. See if they can't stretch the field a little bit. Stretch the field and go quick.
We got some man-on-man matchups. McAdoo's at the top of your screen, manned up, and I'm taking that all day.
And Mel Kiper would be pleased. There's not too high safeties either, so.
He's bailing out into a cover 3 look.
He's going to go Simon down the sideline. He's going to throw it out in front just over the top of C.J. Simon. He had his man beat.
Yeah, good route, good ball. Just nice throw right there, just out of the reach, and took him a little bit to the sideline there. But taking advantage of those man-to-man matchups right there, and just a little empty-handed on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see those quarterbacks put a big old high arc on that thing, let those wide receivers. That one a little bit flatter, and the receiver, C.J. Simon, just not quite able to run up underneath it, but definitely saw something they liked and had his man beat. And there we'll get Jalen Lane out on the edge, and he'll get around one man, and now he's streaking down the sideline. He's got one man going to trip him up just before he gets to the 30-yard line.
It's a big-time gain there for Jalen, and the little swing pass, and from the 34 down to the 30-yard line, a big chunk of yardage there for the Tigers.
Ardmore's got one coming off the field. We'll see if they...
He ain't going to get off in time, and
they'll throw the flag on it, but McAdoo's going to be streaking for more than 5 yards, so the offsides penalty or the illegal substitution penalty won't matter.
McAdoo, the reception, there's a flag on the play.
Chain Gang's going to need some Gatorade at halftime.
Yes. Well, I think what happened was we got the flag because I don't know how we got the flag when both teams committed one, but McAdoo, or I'm sorry, not McAdoo, our receiver here on the near side was moving as that ball was snapped, trying to go a little too quick, and CJ wasn't quite set. So penalty again on the Tigers.
They'll go back to it. McAdoo breaking tackles over there, running people over. He'll pick up about the same, but he had a 5-yard disadvantage. So 11-yard gain for McAdoo. That's one thing about going quick. Your receivers are out there. They're looking outside at the line judge to make sure they're lined up properly, and sometimes they don't get those eyes back in as you're snapping the ball.
But Ardmore still had the kid 10 yards on the field, so not sure how you call it on only one team.
Yeah, he threw it back behind the line, so I assumed it was for that player not getting off. Bit of a nonchalant flag toss as well as Ardmore jumps off sides.
That'll be a free first down for the Tigers.
Big procedure against the Tigers.
10 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the second quarter. Tuttle driving down the field, trying to match Ardmore's touchdown and keep their lead at 14. Cruz steps up in the pocket, going to throw it to the end zone. And Lane not able to get a foot down. They'll call it incomplete. He was able to catch it, but just not quite able to get the foot down. Cruz did a good job stepping up in the pocket, avoiding pressure.
Yeah, I thought that it looked like Lane just, as he was about to catch that ball, he had to leave the ground to catch it and wasn't able to drag those toes. Good throw, though, and good catch by Lane, even though it doesn't count.
16 ounces in the count.
Steps up again, fires it over the head of his receiver this time. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Tuttle.
Brings it a 3rd down.
2 down, probably 2 down territory. You might take a chance with Hogg.
3rd down, Tiger fans.
He's kicked the ball well this year.
He's got the leg for it, definitely from here. I think you're well within field goal range. Just a matter of if you want to try for it. I think your offense, if you get 5 or plus yards here, I think you go for it. Little screen to Roundsville, slips out of the backfield. He's going to get the first down and then some as he's brought down just shy of the goal line to the 2-yard line. That play was almost dead before it started as Roundsville slips coming out of the backfield, able to regain his feet and make the catch.
Yeah, nice little play. They've ran that swing to the motion man twice already. They fake it, look back. He's got the big man out front of him, and Sean does the rest. 1st and goal.
They'll give it to him again, and looks like he's going to be stopped just shy inside the 1-yard line. So he almost got in there again. I bet we see another dose of Roundsville here to try and punch this one in.
Yeah, Roundsville, from 1 yard out, pretty high success rate here on 2nd down. You can do kind of whatever you want.
Got a couple of chances at it as well, and that's what they'll do. Roundsville over the right side this time into the end zone cleanly for a Tuttle Tiger touchdown. 9 minutes, 42 seconds left. Just following those big guys into the end zone. Roundsville finds pay dirt again.
Yeah, and you see the Ardmore defensive line before that snap. Half of that D line was kind of standing up with their hands on their hips, a little exhausted from the tempo and the running downfield as Og barrels that one through for the Koch's Mechanical extra point.
It's a Koch's Mechanical point after.
Don't pay big company prices. Call Koch's Mechanical.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
46. Welcome back to Tiger TV here in Ardmore, Oklahoma tonight. Sun setting behind us, American flag sort of rippling lightly in the breeze ahead of us.
Wind blowing straight down.
Yep.
Here in Ardmore.
It's going to take a bit of a breeze for that big American flag out there to get blowing, and it's not doing much.
Yeah, beautiful night here. You know, when you travel, this is our longest road trip, I believe, and when you travel, you want to be comfortable, and it's comfortable. It's nice. Shouldn't see a whole lot of cramping. It's not that hot. I walked out on the field earlier. It wasn't putting off a lot of heat. It didn't feel like so. Perfect playing conditions on a Friday night here in Ardmore.
Garrett Ogden to put a boot into it for the Tigers. They'll drive this one deep. It'll be a touchback. Great kick there. A little bit of breeze he used to his advantage. Ardmore will have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, and the Tiger defense. Ardmore found a little bit of success on their last offensive drive with that offense.
9-play, 65-yard drive there for the Tigers. I'm sorry, 55-yard drive. 65-yard
65,
drive.
yeah.
9-play, 65-yard drive. Took the rest of the quarter out of it. And the first play of the second quarter, Ardmore got into the end zone on a 1-yard touchdown. Tigers try to get those guys back into those 2nd and long, 3rd and long situations and
I think
playing football.
Ardmore sacrificed a little bit of motion in their offense to get an extra blocker out in front of that option. And I think that was the biggest difference. They were able to get a hand on a defender. Little cross motion pitch here. Falwell in pursuit, going to dive and bring him down. He'll pick up one. So crossing backs in the backfield.
Yeah, Tyson Laster there on the carry for the Ardmore Tigers, and Luke Falwell on the stop.
And that's what this offense is trying to do. You've got sort of your back you're keying on your side of the formation goes opposite direction. The other back on the opposite side comes this way. This time everything going to the right. Roundsville getting held. No call there.
He fights with it and stays with it.
Stays with it, able to get in on the action. That's 4 yards for the defense.
Brownsville and Jet McCoy there on the tackle for the Tigers. So 3rd and 5 here.
See if Ardmore goes back to the air. They've had obviously more success on the ground.
We found number 11, Gino Odom, a couple times here.
They'll throw it out there quick, just over the hands of his receiver. It'll be a forward pass, so
Miller's fan falls incomplete.
Incomplete pass will bring up 4th and 5. Hear the Ardmore coaches holler out punt.
And the last time they did, a good play for the Tigers.
Now, first punt flew over the head of C.J. Simon. He picked it up off the ground. The next one, Brady McAdoo fielded on a hop, took it back. This one, they will back away from.
Did a good roll there, too. Good punt there. From the 30 down to the 30.
8 minutes, 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Defense much more successful on that drive. Stopping Ardmore, forcing the punt. And this is where, if you're the Tuttle Tigers, you can really put Ardmore in a bind, because with that offense they run, unless they break off the long run, they're not going to score quick. That is not their MO. That is not necessarily their goal.
Well, I think Coach Limming, probably the majority of their focus, because some of the big runs they had were from number 6, the fullback for Ardmore, Mr. Haskins, and they've really bottled him up from the get-go.
Brownsville trying to find some room over that left side. He'll be bottled up. Be a loss of 1 on the play. Or nope, they're going to bring it back to the
I thought he had a
line of scrimmage.
I thought he had a gain of 1, and then
I thought he at least got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for Tuttle. Throw it out quick to McAdoo. They'll pick up positive yards. Ball comes out.
They're going to call him down. He hit the ground, and that thing came out as he hit the ground. Gain of about 7 there for McAdoo. You see at the end of this run as he lands on the ground.
Gavin Hines jumps on it for Tuttle, but he was down. So it'll be 3rd and short for the Tigers. See if they can convert 3rd down here. Might take a shot here. Trying to get Ardmore to jump off sides.
We got some space out here with CJ. Drew's pretty good at playing catch out on the perimeter. Ardmore it's about a 6-man box, so you might. Cruz does a good job reading these things.
Got to go quick. Play clock down to 3. They'll hand it to Brownsville, cuts it up the field, almost tripped up, but runs into the back of that Ardmore defense, picks up plenty for the first down.
Gain of about 8 there for Roundsville on 3rd and short. Cruz Campbell sees the numbers game, and good job by Sean at a tough run. Ends up head over heels for a first down.
7 minutes left. Cruz going to the air, got a man wide open. C.J. Simon bobbles it, juggles it, heads to the end zone. Touchdown, C.J. Simon. Cruz Campbell puts it out in front of him. He tips it up to himself, juggles it a little bit, and then decides to take it to the house for a Tuttle touchdown.
That's like Hot Hands Hayward on Little Giants. He got that stickum on that right glove as he stags that thing out of the air. Similar to you saw McAdoo last time against Noble, sticking the paw out, and CJ clamps onto that one, brings it in, and He was wide open from the get-go. Good ball from Cruz Campbell.
Garrett Ogden. And that's another Cokes Mechanical point after.
It's a Cokes Mechanical point after.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Tuttle extends their lead 28-7 with 6 minutes 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Cruz Campbell to C.J. Simon. Was that exactly 50 yards?
Was on the money. See the strike right here. C.J. snags it, tips it, bobbles it, and carries it right on into the, I don't know if it's cardinal red or maroon, what they call it here, but it's a lot like the Tigers end zone. And Tuttle getting busy with it. 28 points here in the first half. And like you mentioned, it could really put Ardmore in a bind.
We've talked about C.J. Simon having that room out there, a little bit of room to work. The last couple of times they've run a go route or a fade route to the outside. This time, he stabs that foot in the ground. Defender turns his hips, and then Simon's all by himself out there in the middle of the field as he breaks it off on a post route. Garrett Ogg boots it deep into the end zone again, and that one landed in almost the exact spot the previous kickoff landed for a touchback.
Ogg kicking the ball well tonight, and even though the other kickoff went out of bounds a couple times ago, it was a really good kick, just an unfortunate bounce, and then set his team up for success as the Tigers start their defensive possession at the 20-yard line against the hometown Tigers.
I think number 6 not in there for Ardmore right now. He's going to take a break.
Yeah, he's been playing defense too and catching some air here. Just under 7 minutes, 6:53 on the clock here in Ardmore in the second quarter.
A little bit of a confusion in the backfield there. Quarterback turned to his left. Nobody was there as the Tigers bottle him up after he picks up 2. Fortunate to get positive yards.
Tyrese Gonzalez had arms around him in the backfield and ends up with a tackle along with number 58.
Rogers.
So Jake Rogers.
Second and 8.
Jake Rogers, Garrett Rogers.
Garrett Rogers.
Golly.
I thought you had a nickname for him. You never
Jake the
know.
Snake.
Never know with you.
Been known to hand out a nickname or two.
Good play there. Jalen Lane coming in from his cornerback position on the option. Ardmore's been focused on that spur bandit, trying to get hands on them or that linebacker, and this time the Tigers bring the cornerback in to make the stop. 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. 3rd and 12 for Ardmore. Another negative play on second down for our Tigers. Going to go to the air, and Jalen Lane almost gets his hands on it, almost brings it in. You can see the cushion there shrinks a little bit. Pressure in his face. I believe that was Cam McDoulet. Gets his big arms up in front of the quarterback. Forces an errant throw. I would guess that Brady McAdoo and C.J. Simon do not let this one hit the turf this time.
No.
If at all possible. There it is. McAdoo will field it. Simon comes over with a block, springs him. Now he's up the middle. He's going to do it again, folks. 1 man to beat. 5. Touchdown, Brady McAdoo.
Second punt return of the night. C.J. Simon, another big block, and man, McAdoo, like lightning in a bottle, striking twice in the same spot as that one for about 54 yards on the return as he barrels through the last defender into the end zone. Pretty electric guy out there, number 11.
It's like deja vu all over again.
I'm not sure I wouldn't be putting that thing in the stands.
I would look for we got number 11 sitting here about 3 rows in front of us. We're on the last row of the home bleachers. There's a gentleman wearing a Micah Parsons number. I would kick it to that number 11 next time, not the number 11 on the field. Garrett Ogg in for another Cokes Mechanical point after.
It's Coates Mechanical, point after.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Don't pay big company prices. Call Coates Mechanical.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. We're here in Ardmore, Oklahoma tonight. Friday Night Lights, Tigers versus Tigers. And the Tuttle Tigers have just extended their lead 35-7. As we look at this Hot Works hot play of the game, Brady McAdoo, another punt, another return for a touchdown.
Gets an effort there, and then truck stick, as he's famous for, in the open field. And that one 50 yards on the dot. C.J. Simon again threw in a nice block for his return man buddy back deep, and man, 35-7 in a hurry. And a good start to the first week of district play for the Tuttle Tigers.
Let's see if Ogg can land it on the R in the end zone again.
Gee.
Oh, he's trying to spell it out. He hits the E this time.
Playing pig out here.
So Ardmore will start on their own 20-yard line again. Special teams has been very effective for the Tigers tonight. We talked about it when we talked about our Smoke and Joe's players of the game. We thought there might be one emerge on special teams tonight, and a couple guys making a strong case.
Maybe the most obvious special teams guy of the week.
Yeah.
Smoke and Joe's. And
I don't know. We might need to see a little more out of him.
Yeah,
to kind of seal the deal.
There's time for another one.
Right. It's
and
early.
I told you before the game, I think I called that. I'm giving props to myself. I'll act like Jim Traber once in my life.
Say, don't pull something patting yourself on the back. Little sweep around the edge here. And Kendall latches onto him. He'll pick up. Looks like it's going to be enough for the first down.
Tackle made by number 2. Very
just able to get the linebacker pinned inside there and find a little room on the edge. This time they'll try and keep it up the middle.
Number 6 gets
pick up 2.
Caitlin Haskins, the ball carrier, brought down by number 78, Cale Harriman.
So the freshman, Cale Harriman, out there at nose guard, getting a tackle there.
Tuttle Tigers say, we see your 74, match you with a 78 named Cale Harriman.
Big old teddy bear, and man, he's going to be a heck of a ball player when he's older. He's a heck of a ball player now.
Going to go to the air here and finds his man again. He'll be chopped down by Jordan Lane.
And number 11 is complete.
4 minutes, 31 seconds left in the second quarter. The clock will stop until the chains are set. Ardmore going to try and go quick. I think it's a little disconcerting for the cornerbacks because they have to respect the speed of the receiver.
Yeah.
But I don't know that you need to give that much respect to the arm of the quarterback.
Yeah. They're doing a good job playing catch and kind of give some hats off, a little counter action.
A little backside handoff here. He'll be brought down. Jordan Lane saying, somebody help me out here. I've got a guy glued to me.
And the yardage is enough for another Ardmore Tiger.
About a gain of 40 there for number 27, Tyson Laster for the Tigers on a little misdirection handoff underneath. Avalar tracked him down.
I'll give it back to Haskins over the left side, and he'll be bottled up for a couple.
Kylan Haskins, the ball carrier.
Pretty neat play design on that last big gain. For 27's the far wing back.
Yeah.
Quarterback pivots out the opposite direction and sort of hands it off underneath it to him coming back across.
Good job by Tigers holding the water there, not jumping off sides on the motion like we did last time.
They'll go back to the air. Again, a little pitch and catch.
And it's pretty much heading 11's way. Mr. Odom
makes it 2nd and 1.
Gain of about 7.5 there. 2nd and less than a yard for the Tiger defense. Ball at the 14-yard line for Ardmore.
About 6 inches to go. Tigers got to do their best not to jump off sides here. They'll quarterback sneak it up the middle. He'll fall forward. He's going to have enough, I believe, for the first down.
Yeah, he's got about 1.5 yards there.
The yardage is enough for another Ardmore Tiger.
2 minutes, 32 seconds left in the second quarter. The clock will stop as they set the chains, and now it winds. Ardmore's got to get inside the 3-yard line for a first down. Tuttle Tigers up 35-7. Ardmore gets the ball back after to open the second half as well. Again, they'd love to double dip here and put some points on the board with little to no time left on the clock. They're going to try and get it outside again. This time it's strung to the sideline. They'll be pushed out of bounds. Might be a little bit of a loss on the play, actually. Loss of 1. Forced him out of bounds, so the clock stops. That's advantage. I would say advantage Ardmore, but it actually might work out for Tuttle's favor if they can stop them.
2-minute offense here.
Ardmore might try a field goal. Not sure if they have the personnel for that.
I think that was Luke Falwell on the tackle there.
It was. Good job pursuing out, forcing him out of bounds. Quarterback doesn't want his towel anymore. Going to go to the air over the middle, he's going to be bottled up. Tigers are going to bring him down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe get 1 yard back.
I think that was Tuttle again on the sack. As he was the first to get there.
Good coverage there from Jet McCoy as well, stepping down from his safety. They wanted that wing back over the middle again like they tried earlier, but McCoy steps up, shuts that off. Linebackers in good position as well.
I think McAdoo was there, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that bottled him up.
Yeah. Little option now, trying to get to the outside. Good pursuit there. McCoy coming in. He'll stop him before
McCoy.
They were able to get hands on Falwell again there, but he fought through it well. McCoy coming over the top. So it'll be 4th and 7, maybe 8. They're on the 10-yard line. Again, Ardmore, not much to lose. Minute 16 left here in the second quarter.
Whatever your best pass play is, or that underneath little counter misdirection handoff.
I bet they take a timeout. 13 seconds on the play clock. They got timeouts left. They're probably going to take a timeout to talk about it, try and draw something up in the huddle.
Clock's not running right now.
No, they forced him out of bounds.
Yeah,
but they're going to let the play clock run down. They will take a timeout. We will take a timeout on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. The music's pumping, but it's the Tuttle Tiger fans that are dancing in the stands as Tuttle Tigers up 35-7 with 1:16 left. Ardmore, 4th and 7. They're going to put the offense out there on the field, see if they can convert, or more than likely go for the end zone here.
Tuttle takes a time out of their own. I'm sorry, Ardmore.
Ardmore's going to take another timeout.
We'll take a timeout here as well and talk to our sponsors.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
Welcome back to Tiger TV, coming out of another Ardmore timeout. Back-to-back timeouts. They better draw something up special here.
Yep, 4th down and got to score.
They're going to go to the end zone and nothing doing. Falls short, incomplete. A couple of guys in his face, and Tuttle Tigers will take over on downs. Minute 12 left, 35-7. Ardmore's going to get the ball back after the half. What are you drawing up here, Draper?
I'm probably going to throw it to 5 or 11. Bold prediction here.
I like it. That is high.
You might run like a little one of the screens that they've had success on just to kind of get a chunk here, something safe that they've had a lot of success with, and then you probably see some shots taken, and Ardmore's probably got to slide those safeties out a little wider.
So Tigers going to go victory formation, run the clock out, go to halftime.
I can understand that too, with a just out of respect kind of deal. And Coach Ballard has been a guy to kind of do that sometimes. And Tigers comfortable for where they're at right now, and looks like they'll need this one at the halftime. If you haven't heard, I just got a notification that the old Chi-Town White Sox just broke the world record for most losses in a season with 121 losses with 2 games to go. And I know the Detroit Tigers are now one win away from clinching a playoff spot. So
Bruce Campbell takes a knee again. And
the White Sox just not a good year at the old Comiskey there.
No,
I don't think they call it Comiskey anymore, but I do.
Right. The south side of Chicago's sad place in the baseball world right now. As Tigers take a knee, they timed it perfectly with the play clock, so that will be the final play of the first half. Tuttle Tigers will take a lead 35-7 into the locker room, and it's been a really, really good first half for the Tuttle Tigers. Came out and they executed well on the keys to the game. And special teams, we didn't have them in the keys to the game, but we mentioned they might have a big night, and they've done that with Brady McAdoo with 2 punt return touchdowns, adding 14 points to the board for Tuttle.
Yeah, McAdoo with well over 100 yards of total offense or total yardage tonight, and 2 scores. And Campbell's been pretty efficient. We'll have the numbers added up here at halftime and get those back to you on the halftime show here in a moment.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 8 minutes for the Pizza Shop halftime show. So go get you some snacks and come back and join us on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
How long's it been since you had pizza? I mean good pizza. Piping hot, cheesy pizza that'll make your mouth water. At the Pizza Shop, we make old school pizza at old school prices. The Pizza Shop, 410 East Main, Tuttle.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stresses you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite. Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go. Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Stay ahead of the curve and keep your small engines running right this off-season. At Simmer Sales and Service, we have you covered. Bring your equipment over for a full winter tune-up or repair. Our full-service shop is ready for you just 2 miles east of Tuttle. We're locally and family-owned. You'll leave saying, Simmer, good people.
At Ortho Central, we're committed to making your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after grandkids, or easing chronic pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and Newcastle. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Hello, this is Pastor Todd at Snow Hill Baptist Church. We want you to know that you're always welcome at Snow Hill. In fact, we welcome anyone and everyone. We want to extend an invitation that you show up just any Sunday you want to, because we like to say all are welcome here at Snow Hill.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband, Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers!
Navigating through Medicare.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus, a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Williams Foods, more than a grocery store. At Williams Foods, we pride ourselves on our meats, and we have the best, the freshest, the most tender meat money can buy. There is no better meat in the world. Williams Foods cuts it fresh every day, just the way you like it. Don't be fooled by big box stores that don't cut their meat on site. We do meat right and better than anyone. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it. Williams Foods, your fresh meat, fresh produce, and much more store since 1971.
At Contemporary Family Dentistry, our core values are the heart of our big little practice since 2008. Our friendly and professional staff are here to ensure your experience at the dentist is a... Does going to the dentist cause you anxiety? No worries. We offer IV sedation for all procedures and your comfort. We are open Monday through Friday at our Newcastle location and now also in Blanchard.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. With a kids menu and outdoor patio, we have something for all ages. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. Our family-friendly barbecue joint is more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community, and our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle and Rush Springs. Come for the barbecue. Stay for the good times with family and friends.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.